Hello and welcome back to Now Go See It. Today we're in La Coruña, Spain, checking out all the things to see and do. Join us as we explore on our own. This video is your guide for what to do in port when your cruise ship docks here. We'll walk you through the historic core, check out a surprise medieval market, climb to the top of a Roman lighthouse, and we're doing it almost all on foot. Let's go. First, logistics. La Coruña is an easy port for exploration. Your ship docks basically in the middle of the city. You walk off the gangway and onto a pedestrian promenade across the street from downtown. Easy on, easy off. La Coruña, or A Coruña, depending on if you're going with the Galician or Spanish spelling, is in the northwest corner of Spain, in the autonomous region of Galicia. This part of Spain doesn't feel like the sunny south. It's greener, wetter, and culturally closer to places like northern Portugal and even Ireland than it is to Seville. It's got bagpipes, it's got octopus, it's got its own language, and if you're into Roman history, shipwrecks, or regional cheeses, you're in the right place. We started our day at Obelisco, a landmark in the middle of the city and the perfect spot to start your day. The Egyptian-inspired obelisk was built in 1895. It's got a clock on top, a bronze base, and has become both a symbol of the city and a place everyone uses as a meetup point. The Obelisco marks the start of Rua Real. This is one of the main pedestrian shopping streets. The street is lined with a mix of modern and historic buildings, most from the 19th century. The buildings are home to a mix of international brands, local shops, bakeries, and restaurants. If shopping is your only goal for the day, you don't need to go any further. Now, a quick caveat. The day we visited was a national holiday. That means a lot of the shops and attractions were closed, and the vibe was definitely sleepier than usual. If you're coming on a non-holiday, you'll probably find this street a lot busier, more foot traffic, more open stores, and the usual street performers. Still, the location makes it a good place to start your day and get oriented. Our next stop was the Museo de Bellas Artes de Coruña, the city's fine arts museum. Sadly, because of the holiday, it was closed. But if you're luckier than we were, it's probably worth going inside. The museum's got a strong focus on Galician art with works by regional painters and sculptors, as well as a handful of national Spanish artists. There are pieces by Goya, which alone makes it worth a visit if you're into art history. We enjoyed walking alongside the building. It's a kind of patchwork of architectural styles, blending a historic structure with modern additions. After being denied our art fix, we continued toward one of the main showpieces of the city, Plaza de Maria Pinta. This is the main square of La Coruña. It's massive, one of the largest in Spain, and fully enclosed by arched arcades and buildings. The city hall anchors the square and looks like a mashup of Second Empire and Galician design. Think slate domes, decorative ironwork, and just enough statues to give it a little drama. At the center of the square is a giant statue of Maria Pinta. She's a local legend, the Galician Joan of Arc, known for leading the city's defense against Sir Francis Drake and the English Armada in the late 1500s. She's shown mid-battle, holding a spear and a fallen soldier's helmet. It's a reminder that this sleepy little town has had its share of global drama. Here we were excited to discover the start of a medieval-themed market and festival. As we continued exploring the alleys around the square, the whole city came alive in a full-blown medieval fair. I'm talking tents selling roast meat, guys juggling, live bagpipe trios in period dress, and vendors hawking soap, leather, and knives like it's 1347. There were carnival rides, hand-crank carousels, there were people in the street playing music and performing, and others selling pastries that looked like props from a Renaissance movie. The size and scope reminded us of one of the German Christmas markets we visited in the past. This thing took over half the city center and instantly made up for all the closed attractions. After we regained our footing, we popped into the Iglesia de Santiago. This is a small Romanesque church just a couple of blocks from the square, and it's the oldest church in La Coruña. It dates back to the 12th century and has served as a stop on the Camino de Santiago pilgrimage route ever since. You'll see the shell symbols on the facade and the doorways. The interior is simple, stone arches, a few side chapels, nothing overly ornate, but it has a lot of historical weight. Next, we detoured to the Garden of San Carlos. This small park is easy to miss if you're not looking for it. It's behind a set of stone walls and used to be part of a military fortress. Today it's a public garden with hedges, benches, and the final resting place of Sir John Moore, a British general who died fighting Napoleon's army in the Battle of Coruña in 1809. There's a stone tomb and a plaque explaining the battle. If you're into Napoleonic history, this is a must. If not, it's still a nice stop with a great harbor view. After that, we walked along the coast toward Castello de Santo Anton. This fortress was built in the 1500s to defend the port from pirate attacks and other naval threats. It sits on a small island just offshore and is connected by a stone bridge. Today it houses a small archaeological museum with artifacts from Roman and medieval periods, including coins, tools, and gravestones. You can climb to the top for great views of the harbor, city, and your ship in port. Entry was just €2, making it worth a quick stop, even if just to walk the outer walls and take in the harbor view from a different angle. Now at this point, we were ready to head to the city's most famous attraction, but it's a bit too far to walk, so we grabbed an Uber. We waited for the Uber on Avenida de Marina, another standout part of the city. The buildings here are known for their gallerias, the white glass balconies that line the entire block. This is the iconic image of La Coruña, the reason it's nicknamed the Glass City. From the street level, it looks like a whole wall of windows rising above the arcades. The Uber ride to the lighthouse only took about 10 minutes and cost around €6. Not bad for saving our legs for what was coming. Our Uber dropped us at the base of the Tower of Hercules. This is the oldest working lighthouse in the world. It was originally built by the Romans in the 1st century and still stands today, although with some 18th century renovations. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and climbing it is a must if you've got the legs. What we didn't know? You need a timed entry ticket to get inside. Fortunately, there were still tickets available for an hour later, so we used the time to explore Parque Escultorito de TorreDeHércules. It's a sprawling cliff-top park dotted with large-scale sculptures and rocky trails along the ocean. One of the highlights is the Menires por la Platz, an arrangement of giant stone monoliths inspired by ancient Celtic markers. Each one has a vertical slit carved through it, and when you line them up, you can see straight through to the water and the horizon. They're meant to symbolize peace, remembrance, and ancient wisdom, or possibly just to give your Instagram a boost. An hour flew by and we returned to the tower. Climbing to the top is 234 steps, spread out over a series of narrow stone staircases and historical chambers. You'll see bits of Roman masonry still embedded in the lower levels. There are small exhibits along the way with diagrams and artifacts, and the views get better with each floor. At the top, you're standing above the Atlantic, looking out over crashing waves and rugged coastline, easily one of the best views of the entire cruise. After the lighthouse, we walk back to the ship along the Paseo Maritimo, which wraps around the opposite side of the peninsula with a red paved bike lane, walking paths, sculptures, and sea views. It's long, scenic, and you'll pass things like the Domas Museum, a science center shaped like a sail that focuses on the human body. We didn't go in, but it's a good option if you're traveling with kids or get stuck in bad weather. We also got views of Playa del Orzan and Playa del Riathor, two side-by-side city beaches with soft sand, surfing waves, and modern high-rises lining the back. Even in cooler months, people come out to walk the boardwalk, watch the surf, and take in the sea air. If walking isn't your thing, there are bike rental stations all along the way and a level, safe, and easy-to-navigate bike path. We ended our loop at the Surfer's Fountain. It's a gravity-defying sculpture of two bronze surfers caught mid-turn in a single wave of stone and spray. And from there, it was a quick 20-minute walk back through the city and onto the ship. La Coruña is one of those cruise ports that surprises you. The history is ancient, the architecture is unique, and if you're lucky, your visit might coincide with something like the medieval market we stumbled into. For links to all the places we visited today, plus bonus tips, map links, and travel hacks, head over to NowGoSeeIt.com. Be sure to check out our full playlist of CruisePort vlogs on our YouTube channel, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe, leave a comment, and share with your favorite cruise buddy. Now go see La Coruña, Spain.